All right, hey, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. All kidding aside, no, seriously, all kidding aside, I couldn't resist. Those of you that know me know that I'm a serious turd stirrer, and I couldn't help but mock the latest narrative, the latest crisis, I couldn't help it. It's so stupid if you know how those things work. And I'm not going to go into it because it just happens to be something I know about. And so I'm not going to go into it. It's just something that they keep throwing out there, one crisis after another after another. And if you think that, oh, okay, well, the egg crisis is over now, that's the end of it, you've got another thing coming. So prepare yourselves for the next crisis. It might be a big one, might be a little one, who knows? But I want to tell you about something that keeps me encouraged. This weekend we had a gathering here, and really it was Jill's brainchild. She just reacted to something that she felt that she should react to and said to me, hey, we should have a get-together in the wintertime, midwinter, so people can meet up and they can spend time with each other. And I said, yeah, sure, okay. But what that meant is I had to get this area ready for that. This is our maintenance shop, which is now our butcher shop. And it's pretty good size. It's 40 feet long and it's 20 feet wide. And we thought, we'll probably have 20 people show up. And then we can hang around. We had a speaker, one of our friends, Craig Schaff, come. And he talks about soil health and animal health. He also dips into human health. So we really had a great time Saturday, but 70 people showed up. We were not prepared for that. I'm on the phone. We were not prepared for that, but it was really a blessing to have that many people come to our farm. It happened to be about 10 below zero that day, and the wind was whipping. Had the wood stove going in here, had it warmed as best we could, and people really had a great time. But I got to tell you why that encourages me in the face of all the manure that we get shoveled on us every single day is when you hear about Chinese spy balloons, and you hear about, toilet paper shortages and egg shortages and tractor supply and all this stuff that keeps getting shoveled. Some of it could be real, some of it could be fake. Who knows? But you don't have any control over it, I don't think, other than to get invested in it, invested in the storyline. But the people that came here, I got to be in very close with them, right? I got to talk to them. I got to look into their faces. And they're optimistic too, because they see the end of an era where we listen to these people, right? We listen to them. And we're expecting, in this case, it was the Biden administration. We're expecting them to, protect us from the Chinese spy balloon, right? And it takes them 4 days to shoot it down, And first we're told that, we can't do that because, the bullets could hit civilians, right? So we can't do that, which is garbage, So anyway, it just gets people frustrated. But what we need to look to is the things that we can do. And becoming more self-sufficient is imperative. That is step one. Because if you can create your own food, let's say, or you can master a lot of the processes around your food and your existence, your sustenance, if you can do that, well, then you don't have to be worried about that. Nobody can hold that over your head. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that the Walmart greeter could keep you out of his store if you didn't have your steel-toed shoes on or your safety glasses on or whatever else he comes up with, right? And you got to do what he says because you need the food. It's like flying on the airlines right now. They'll take stuff away from you. They'll pat you down. They'll feel you up. They'll feel you down. And they got you because you need to get on that airplane if you've bought a ticket. Because if you don't comply with what they want, then you don't get your money back and you don't get to go where you're going. So I say that what we've done is the hell with the airlines. Until they can get their act together and treat us like human beings, I'm not going on their airplanes. I don't trust them anyway anymore. And most of the other institutes that were supposed to be there for us weren't. So when I see people coming together like this and looking for solutions and making themselves available to be the solution, that encourages me. And that can't be stopped. I mean, there was 70 adults in this room Saturday. 70 adults. It was kind of cold in here. You couldn't hear real good. There's a couple babies screaming. But people stayed. And there was a lot of smiles. There was a lot of laughter. There was a lot of exchange of information. People were leaning forward in their seats. Where do you see that anymore? Where do you see that? You don't see that anywhere because those institutions have let us down, right? Promises, promises, promises. No, we are the ones that have to get this done. So I'm going to encourage you to take this message, process this message, and then put it back out there again. That this is up to us. Because we can't wait for some president to get elected. We can't wait for some hero to come over the hill and help us. Because it never does. This is up to us. What made America great? What made America great? It was never, ever the politicians. And I don't want to even hear Ronald Reagan made it great. I don't want to hear it. Or Jack Kennedy. Or any of them. George, it's just a joke. They didn't. It was the people that get up every day, go to work, make things work, right? That's what made America great. And so what have they done? They've tried to isolate everybody. They've tried to ruin the money system, ruin the food system, ruin healthcare. And they've done a pretty damn good job because you are letting them do it. My recommendation is let the old system go. They want to ruin it? Fine, we'll build our own. Because we can do it better anyway. Right? I mean, I can go on and on and on, and I love to talk about it. And if you want to engage me on this subject, by all means, tune in Tuesday night, the Anyone Can Farm Experience on YouTube. We get together, we sit down, and we talk. Right? Dangerous, isn't it? Dangerous. We're likely to get a tea party out of this whole thing. It's right dangerous to them. But we have to do it. And I did make those videos, and I was kidding around about the Chinese balloon and all that stuff. Their narratives need to be mocked. They need to be made fun of. If you take them seriously, they become reality. Now, you might say, well, some of them are real. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I could poke holes through everything that we've seen in my lifetime. I mean, everything you can poke holes through it. Is it absolute reality? Maybe it fell down, but who did it, is the question. Everything has to be questioned. So I hope I got your attention making fun of those, because we all need to laugh a little too. So please share this, like and subscribe and all that stuff. And if you want to come over and partake some conversation, by all means do so. Anyone can farm.